Hey, Stu from UAVfutures here, and if you've been thinking about getting the Antigravity A1, I'm going to give you a bit of a summary on my experiences with it and find out, do I still recommend it, and with some of the updates since I originally reviewed it, just how good and what are those new features like. So we're breaking it down, talking about the text of the specs a little bit, but ultimately going for a flight and giving my general impressions here. Now, something that I do want to mention as well, if you can get DJI gear over in your area, this might be different. However, that is getting more and more unlikely when you're looking around at the stock levels and stuff like that, especially if you're in the USA. And this is doing some things that, look, DJI just simply cannot do. I have a full deep dive review that should be listed somewhere in the description after this, but this is like, is this worth it? Do I still fly this, and would I recommend it? Now, first and foremost, if you're a standard FPV pilot, this is not going to be the craft for you. You can get some much cheaper, more basic systems out there. This is designed for people who just want to pick a drone up. It basically flies itself. I'm going to show you the new Sky Path feature, which I couldn't show you in the original review. Some other things like Sky Genie and some virtual cockpit options. But this, it gets some really cool footage, and it is also fun, and it actually has what I believe are some of the best goggles in the FPV market. And wherever you look, that is exactly what this drone is going to be seeing. You're not going to be doing any fast flippy flops or anything like that. And in my original review, there is actually a stitching issue that happens if you put it perfectly at eye level. However, the big question, have I been using this since I got it? And the answer is yes. Anytime that I want to film something with a stable camera platform, it is for me. I take it up, I get some high recordings, I find it really easy, I can track myself moving around. I'm working on some tutorial videos, and when I'm out in the field, having this thing just sitting there up high in the sky, filming everything, it is perfect for what I like to do. But if you want to go like racing or anything like that, this is not a standard FPV pilot's drone. And that's what's crazy, because these goggles that they've got right here would be perfect. These are basically the most high-end goggles we have ever seen in the drone space. They absolutely smash the original DJI goggles, but they don't have a HDMI port as well, and that's becoming a big feature in FPV. So these goggles only work with this drone, which I must say, I would love it if they could change that. And I got a bit of a special message for the Antigravity team towards the end that I think would be an absolute game changer for us everyday FPV pilots as well. I want to take you guys for a quick fly, because I do want to show you just how the Sky Path feature works, which is really good, because basically you can go for a flight, put these goggles on someone else, and they can experience it as well, which is not something that I could do with my other FPV drones. So we're going to do that. And then I have some cool things to talk about at the end, which would be actually game changing for our hobby. So let me show you that footage and the Sky Path, and then we'll cut back here in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Alrighty, now look, if you want a full breakdown of what this is like filming and everything like that, I do have a full video on my channel. It's like 30 minutes long. We go through everything. However, here it is just sitting up in the sky, and I thought this was kind of a cool little shot, actually. It looks like it's a stationary or still image, but you can see the shadows from the clouds slowly creeping across the ground right there. I thought this was a cool place just to start. We can see what it's like, and in a moment you see me, I'll flick it over to where you can see what the pilot's sort of looking at as well, in terms of where I'm twisting my head and what I'm looking at. And you can also upload this as like a 360-degree video if people wanted to do that as well. And we've got a bit of an algae bloom down there on the bottom right-hand side, which I think we'll see in just a little bit. But here, this was like flying over, where I've clicked this into the editing view where you can see exactly what I was looking at. So those birds fly past. That's cool, just to be able to twist your head, sort of have a look at whatever you were looking at. That's a huge feature of this A1 drone, being able to look at anything that there is when you're flying. But what I want to also show you with the new feature that we're going to jump over and have a look at right now, that is the Sky Path feature. So you can pre-program something and then go for a flight and see what it's like. So we turn this on, and then we're going to go for a bit of a flight. And what I was really hoping would change would be, you don't actually need to fly the whole thing. You could sort of pre-do it before you go and take off. But the way we do this, you've got to go for a flight, and then you can add some sort of waypoints as you're doing it. You press a button, and it's going to go and fly and do everything. Now, look, I don't have the most exciting landscape to show you. We're not going through mountains or anything like that. We're just adding some waypoints, and then we're going to go into the menu and basically click save. And this, what I do really like is that this route will be saved there all the time though. So if you had the same thing that you wanted to fly, or just, it's really easy. I can just click it, and it's going to take that and fly around. And then I could hand this over to my daughter so she can see exactly what we're going to be flying with. Now, look, here it is. This is all completely flying by itself. I've just simply clicked go. It's returned to home, and then it's going to follow that pre-designated path right here. But this is a feature that I would also really like. There is the option to turn on virtual cockpits. So they've added a whole bunch since I originally released my review, with a lot of updates where you can fly around on like dragons. I think there's one for Santa's sleigh. There's one where you're inside some spaceships and all those sorts of things. That would be great if we could also do Sky Path with that enabled. But unfortunately, they seem to be in a situation where it has to be one or the other. I would love to set up SkyPath, make something for my daughter to fly around, and then look, she's riding a dragon, and you can see me here looking around as well. I'm not controlling the drone at all. I'm simply just looking around, seeing what it's like. So this is a big one. Like, do I recommend the Antigravity A1? Yes, if you're into filming. It's not going to be for those crazy fast people who want to go flying through the trees or anything like that. And I call this an FPV goggle sort of filming hybrid because it is doing both. However, being able to look around, be free like a bird, sort of being, I don't know, just scanning. You don't have to orientate your drone in any single direction. It is a really fun flight experience. You can put these on, you can see what other people are seeing through the front of the goggles. Like, so many features that this does. It is all about flying and not just filming. So a big standard limitations of some camera platforms that are out there. This, you can do some really fun things. And even things like SkyPath, and then being able to give these to other pilots, being able to give them to my kids so they can experience flying it around as well. I don't have to worry about them crashing it. They can just generally experience the world of flight. So I really, really like that. However, if you're an FPV pilot, let me know in the comments. And Antigravity, here's the news that I would love you to announce. One day, Antigravity, can you please release just a standalone VTX and camera combo using this protocol? It doesn't have to be game changing. It doesn't even have to be 360 look everywhere. If you can just release me a small little VTX that I can connect up to these goggles, that would be a dream. Or even better, can we please get some way to get another FPV feed into these? These are the best goggles I have ever seen. They are comfy. I just love everything, and the screens that we have right here, like, they are perfect, but they only work with this current craft right here. So if we could either get some other VTXs, that's it, like a VTX camera combo would be outstanding, or even better, if we could find some way with a software update to use this USB-C input to be able to feed in like a HDMI, that would be a dream. Please, Antigravity. I don't know if they're even gonna watch this video, but Antigravity team, if you are out there, I think these goggles are such a high-end, amazing piece of equipment. There's a whole FPV market out here which would love to fly around with these, but this craft isn't suitable for your racing or freestyle drone pilots. It is really just for people who want to fly and have some fun. But if you can open this up to them, like, I would be using these every single day. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Drop your comments down below about the Antigravity A1. There's probably an affiliate link down below as well. It helps me support the channel and get the message out there to help other people get flying. But if you think, Stuart, I don't want to do that, you can just simply Google it, the Antigravity A1. I think there might be a sale. I don't know, you'll have to go check the link. But other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content, and just please, Antigravity, if we could get HDMI in on these goggles, is that even possible? Oh, a chicken just jumped up here, scared me completely. That's Meatball. And as always, happy flying. You want to have a look as well? Whew. Thumbs up for Meatball. This is actually my editor, so there you go. Come on, you got to go back to your pen.